But anyway, I digress because there very possibly could have been too many cooks in the kitchen on this main event, Matt Hardy. John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes in
What a great segue.
Yeah. John Cena is a 17-time world champion here, Matt. He wins after Travis Scott comes down to the ring and tries to get involved. He takes 2 minutes. He has a full-ass Undertaker entrance in the middle of this match. He tries to get in. Cody hits him with the crossroads. There's a very dramatic tug of war over the WWE Championship between Cody and Cena. Cody takes the belt. John's begging for him not to hit him. Cody's conflicted. He doesn't know what to do. Is he going to take out his hero? And he can't bring himself to do it. And John punts him in the balls to win 17. No Rock. This was an event. You alluded some of your thoughts earlier in the show. Play it out for us here.
Well, I am mainly going to address the thing where you got the very sarcastic tone and started going back and forth. I couldn't do that to his hero. You know, the match, when I watched it back, you know, especially the match they had between one another, you had Cody kick out of multiple FUs, right? He escaped the STFU a couple times.
I throwing it back, old school FU. I love it.
Yeah. And I thought, especially for what I expected for John, you know, John being older, he said this is last year, whatever. I still thought he had a real solid match for a main event when it was all said and done. The biggest critique I would have is just that finish and protecting Cody and the way it was done. Like, if they have Travis come out, and I would have loved to have seen Rock there. I felt like Rock being there would have made sense. It would have kind of tied everything together. That was part of the story.
No, didn't you hear that? It wouldn't have made sense to have The Rock there because the sell your soul stuff didn't matter anymore. I mean, Rock said it himself. So why? Come on, Matt. Use your brain for a second here.
Okay, well, I'll go back to Travis Scott then. So what I would have personally liked to see is something where they end up doing the spot where, once again, Cody had already had a visual pinfall, and now there's another one. And there's another pinfall after Crossroads, and there's a 1-2, and Travis Scott pulls out the ref, which is a spot that did happen in the match. Pulls out the ref, and the ref is supposedly knocked out. Maybe he gets up on the apron like he's going to come. Cody goes to confront him. Cody goes after him, but then he chases him around the ring or something. He comes back in, and now John has gotten back up, and John has the title. And now John swings, and Cody catches it, and they're fighting back and forth, and they kind of are struggling, and they turn around. And then finally, when Cody is free and he has the title and he's going to hit Cena, at the last second, Travis Scott just hits him around where he drops the title. He turns around, crossroads him, and that's where he gets blasted with the title. You know what I mean? I'd like to see something. I don't want to see the deal where Cody has this title after what John Cena had done to him, where he put him in the balls. They beat him blatantly. They destroyed him. They attacked him. And now that he has sympathy for this guy, I felt like you can't put Cody in that position. It's just hard for Cody. I want Cody to still be the cool babyface champ. As you said, he was getting a polarizing reaction because so many people were excited. They were hoping and expecting, or, you know, secretly hoping to see John Cena be 17-time world champion. A lot of the crowd was. But I don't want to see Cody in that position where he looks weak. We need to keep Cody as strong as possible. And in that finish, I would have tried to book him as strong as possible. And if the ultimate story is he gets kicked in the nuts and hit with a title, I'm fine with that. But the way we get into it is the thing I'm critical of.
Yeah, dude, the struggle for the title looks so cartoonish and silly. And not wanting to hit John when he had no problem murdering Kevin Owens and tried to take AJ Styles' head off with a steel step. That was such an character action.
Just where Cody was so conflicted, that was a big disconnect, I feel.
Yes.
For the audience.
It was very inconsistent with the character that they've established. And The Rock not being there really was disappointing to the catalyst of action for all of this. And obviously we have the benefit of hindsight, Matt. But I think it would have been so much smarter if John was going to turn him at WrestleMania here rather than at Elimination Chamber. You didn't need The Rock at all.
Sure. In the course of the match, where you start the match as babyface.
You have the match, babyface. The story is John wants to win 17. Cody's not going to let him. And then John stoops to a level that we would have never imagined him stooping to in order to win 17. And that would have been the most shocking and clairvoyant way to do this. None of the Rock silliness. It just was such a big disconnect. And Rock going on the Pat McAfee show. And look, I love Dwayne. He's one of my favorite performers of all time. But going on the Pat McAfee show and saying, yeah, I don't know if I would have done it that way, just felt like throwing that entire creative team under the bus for a story that he started and was a big part of and then didn't show up for the big climax for. That just seemed like a really weak way out to me.
I mean, it's just hard after you implement. There we go. Let me see.
Says the build made no sense based on the story told at Elimination Chamber. It's like a sitcom that always rewrites a character's history. They're retconning.
After you insert The Rock at Elimination Chamber, I mean, I feel like it's vital for him to be there.
Yes, that's storytelling.
That's the whole thing. That's what you're selling the audience on. You put him and Cena together, and that's the whole selling point of the story they're telling. So yeah, that was. I wish Rock would have been there as well. And then at the end, Cody has busted his ass for a year. He went through every trial and tribulation to get back in the ring with Roman Reigns, and he finished the story. And as the top guy, he has been the face of WWE, and he has been a legit babyface, and people have believed in him. He's seemed ultra credible. He has had great equity in him. And I just hate the fact that we, did that disconnect where, there were these other guys where he made those decisions like, hey, that I've sold my soul to the people, and I will do anything to retain this title for them. I will do anything to retain this title for him. And he showed that in matches, like you said, with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens and whoever else. But, the fact that he didn't follow through with that when John Cena was his opposition and John Cena did these terrible things to him and betrayed him, was just like that's something I wasn't crazy about, because you are going to have Cody, still one of the top the top characters and one of the faces of the WWE for years to come.
Yeah. I mean, hell, dude, if they did this turn at Mania instead, Cena turns and then maybe he throws up the throat slash after to show that he's with The Rock. There's so many ways you could have done that. And I just feel like we should be sitting here talking about the lasting image of WrestleMania being John Cena winning 17. And that's not what people are talking about. They're talking about Travis Scott getting involved. They're talking about Cody looking silly. They're talking about The Rock not being there. That's the disappointing part. And I heard a lot of people that were in the stadium left very disappointed. Not that Cena won, but instead just they were expecting The Rock, or they were expecting something more consequential, and it just didn't happen. So, I mean, Rajiv's saying, let it play out.
There we go. We're going to try and let it play out.